Hello, good morning, good afternoon. We are going to work on the audios of the book. Because of it's very complicated to share with you the audios through the video conferences that we usually do on Google Meet, we need to work using this way. So now we are going to play the 3 different audios for 3 different activities. The first activity is the one that you have on page 40 of the Red Book, Unit 8, Lesson 2, Activity 4. Listen to Sandy and answer the questions. Do this exercise, please.
Unit 8, Lesson 2, Activity 4. Hello everyone. My name's Sandy Duffy, and I'm here to tell you about my career as a video game writer. I work with game developers and designers to think of good stories, and I write all the dialogue in the game. When I was in secondary school, I never imagined that I would do this job. I played the violin, and that's what I planned to do as my job. But I had an accident when I was playing basketball and hurt my hand, so I had to think of another career. My mother wanted me to be a journalist, but I didn't think it was for me. I didn't know what to study at university. I was good at lots of science subjects, including physics and maths, but I also loved entertaining people, and I was good at art. In the end, I went to film school where I studied lighting, special effects, how to use a camera, all that. It was there that I started to think about working in the video game industry. Now, a question that everyone always asks me is, how did you get your first job? Well, I had a friend whose job was organizing conferences. At one of the conferences, she met a man who owned a company that made video games. I wrote to him and sent my CV. He obviously liked what he read because he gave me an interview and offered me a job as a junior. People also ask me what I like best about being a video game writer. Well, the money is good and it's quite exciting. Just last night, for example, I was at a big dinner where they were giving prizes for new games. But what I love is the fact that I get on so well with everyone in the business. That's what makes my job so much fun. Obviously, no job is perfect though, and there are things I don't like. I've just started a new job, and I have to spend a lot of time on the road or at the airport, which I find very hard. I'd really like to be able to spend more time at home. So, what should you do if you want to be a video game writer? Well, there are people who say you can do it without going to university, but I don't think that's true anymore. In my opinion, you should work hard at school and get a good degree. And read lots of books. That will help you later when you need to think up stories for new games.
Thank you very much. Now the next activity is the one that you have on page 44, Unit 9, Lesson 2, Activity 4. In this activity, you will hear a radio presenter giving some information about an exhibition on global warming. For each question, fill in the missing information in the numbered space. Listen to the audio.
Unit 9, Lesson 2, Activity 4.
Now I want to tell you about a fantastic new exhibition at the Science Museum. It's called A Changing World, and it's all about global warming. It opens to the public on the 23rd of August and runs until December the 16th. The first thing you'll notice when you walk in is hundreds of pairs of Wellington boots. Everyone needs to put on a pair of these because the whole exhibition area is flooded with water. The idea is to show what will happen if sea levels continue to rise. It really makes you think. One of the best displays is the one about the Arctic. In this room, there is a huge block of ice, which is slowly melting. There are also a number of photographs, which show really clearly how the sea ice is disappearing year after year. As you walk around the exhibition, you'll see that all over the walls there are posters which explain the causes and effects of global warming. The content was written especially for this exhibition by a number of well-known scientists, so you can be sure you are getting the most up-to-date information possible. In the film room, you can see several short films which tell some personal stories about the effects of global warming. There are people from Greenland, Australia, Canada and Brazil. Some of the stories are quite shocking. At the end of the exhibition, there are some computers. You can use these to send emails, either to politicians, telling them what you want them to do, or to a friend. You can let them know what you have learned, or give them some advice on what they can do to stop global warming. It's one of the best exhibitions about global warming that I've ever seen, and I recommend it to everyone.
Very good. The last activity is on the page 48, Unit 10, Lesson 1, Activity 2. You will hear a conversation between a woman, Shona, and her husband, Jim, about where to go on holiday. Decide if each sentence is correct A or incorrect B.
Unit 10, Lesson 1, Activity 2. Jim, we've really got to sort out our holiday before everything gets booked up. Why don't we go to that hotel in the mountains we went to last year? That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, but would we enjoy it as much if we went there again? I think we should do something else this year.
Okay, I suppose you're right. Have you got any ideas then?
Yes, I have actually. Remember that TV program we saw about the Arctic Circle? I'd love to go there. We could do a cruise and see all that amazing scenery on the coast.
Yes, but I remember they said the weather could be terrible. If it rained all the time, we wouldn't see the scenery. And you know, I always get seasick on boats.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That wouldn't be much fun. Well, what about a beach holiday for a change?
Come on! You know we'd be bored if we spent a week lying on the beach.
Well, yes, of course we would. But we're both good swimmers. Why don't we use the opportunity to try something new, like windsurfing or sailing?
Yes! Or diving! If we learned to dive, we could explore underwater and see some fantastic fish.
The problem is, we'd have to do a course and a written test. I don't want to spend my holiday studying.
Okay. Well, why don't you do windsurfing or sailing, and I'll learn to dive? That way we'll both be happy.
Brilliant. Now we just need to decide where to go. Let's get some brochures. If we go now, the travel agents will still be open.
No need. We can just look on the internet. There's more choice, and we can book it straight away.
Okay, let's have a look.
Unit 11, Lesson 1, Activity 3.
Thank you so much to all of you. I want to congratulate you by all the effort that you are making to do this activity possible. Thank you so much, and I see you in the next class.